Did you know that voice cracks are actually caused by simple muscle habits? If you are struggling with voice cracks, then keep on watching this video because I'm going to tell you exactly how to get rid of them. I will teach you 3 simple exercises that you can use right now to get rid of those voice cracks in your favorite song. And by the way, my name is Jorgelina, I'm a vocal coach and I specialize on teaching adults how to sing contemporary and fun music using a super healthy and functional approach. So if you are interested in really learning how to use your whole body as an instrument, subscribe to my channel because that is what I talk about. So let's go straight to today's topic, how to get rid of voice cracks. Now, voice cracks, first of all, let's talk about why they are caused, and this is very important. Voice cracks happen usually when you are transitioning from one register to another, chest voice to head voice. Apart from the big bridge from chest voice to head voice, we have a lot of different transitions in our voice, and basically when you have a transition, all the muscles have to reorganize a bit. We're not going to talk about that today, but just know that when that happens and the air pressure changes, that is when you have a voice crack. So just to make sure we're talking about the same thing, when you exhale and your vocal cords resist that air, that is when we have our voice. And that air pressure actually defines how much your vocal cords are closing. So when that air pressure is uneven, is very uneven, that's when your voice cracks. And so we have to work on keeping that pressure even. Of course, it's not going to be 100% even. It varies really little, not dramatically. When we have voice cracks, that is when the pressure is very uneven and we have to get rid of that. So for today, we're going to use a song example that just was in my mind today, so I used that one. And it is the song Tightrope. You can hear in the soundtrack of The Greatest Showman. So the first method that I'm going to teach you today is the magic straw. So you probably have seen straws for singing because very famous these days. And I'm not going to get stuck in the technique today, but I have a full video on straw technique. So if you want to get really deep into that, then you can check that video. I have it there for you. I'm going to just talk about the very basics today. So first of all, get a thick straw. Don't get a thin one. Just yet. If you are just starting with this and your voice cracks a lot, get a thick straw. What we're going to do is first we're going to make sure that the technique is correct. So very simple, when you sing through the straw, you're going to have an U shape in your mouth. You are just going to sing through it and the sound should come clean without air. Okay, so this, rather than this. Can you hear the air there? Not good. Also, when you touch the edge of the straw, the sound should stop. If it doesn't stop, nasal, we don't want that. So once you got your technique right, we are going to sing the part of the song that you're choosing that cracks with the straw. So in this case, the chorus goes like this: hand in my hand and you promised. It starts like that. So I would probably, if my voice cracks, I would probably have problems there. Hand in my hand. So let's use that part. We're going to simply sing it through the straw with correct technique, but we're going to use slides. We're not going to sing every note sharp because that is going to make it much harder for us to control the pressure. We're going to sing glissandos. So, sounds like this. So, how do I make sure that my pressure is even? Well, I'm not sure if you noticed, but my mouth is opening as I go higher. So let's just train that for a moment with a glissando. So I'm going to go up and down, and you're going to see that as I go higher, my mouth has to open a little bit, my teeth have to open, but my lips continue being engaged. Just do simple glissando. If my teeth were not opening, this is what it would happen. My pressure will increase a lot. So to decrease that pressure, we allow the teeth to open. We don't make them open, we allow them to open. And for that, we need the corners of the lips very engaged. Once you got that, we are going to use the melody of the song, again with the glissando. And once you got that, and that is smooth and simple and easy, we are going to add the vowels, not the consonants yet. You want to just sing that part of the song with the vowels. So instead of hands in my hands, we're going to just use the vowels. And when that is smooth and easy, we're going to add the consonants. Hands in my hands. And now it should be easier. By the way, if this tip is useful for you, I wanted to let you know that I have a one-on-one coaching program that is full of a complete training, not just a few tips, but a complete training that you can do in 10 weeks, and that saves you months of training. It really builds the strong fundamentals of contemporary singing. Now, the second method that I wanted to show you today is humming. So I'm going to put this away and let's talk about humming. So humming can be really good for singing, can have a really positive effect on your voice if you do it properly. So we don't want to do with the teeth together. We want to, again, use the same technique. So your lips, corners of the lips are going to be engaged and the teeth are going to be flexible, meaning they are going to change how much they are open as you go higher or lower. So again, let's try the glissando with that. And you want to feel the sound here. If you are like, if I open my mouth and I'm still sounding humming, probably not a good humming. So when you are humming and you open the mouth, you should be singing okay? So once you got the sound, we're going to try again glissandos. And once we got the technique, we're going to go to the song. Again, hands in my hand, with humming would be. So again, I am doing a slide in that part that my voice will crack. Once you got that, again, we're going to use the vowels, and then the consonants. Hands in my hands. Of course, I'm doing this very, very quickly, so you take more time to really explore and find this smoothness of the air pressure. Now, the third method that I wanted to show you is the oo sound. So if you saw other videos, you are going to see that I use oos a lot, not because it's my favorite vowel, but because it's the best vowel to connect registers. And this is what we need to avoid voice cracks. So how we're going to do a functional oo? We're going to project the corners of the lips. So this part of the lips go forward, not the top. So we're not going to contract the lips like that, very common as well. Just the corners, so you can help with the fingers. Ooh, this part remains soft, remains available, and this projects forward. The teeth are gonna go apart from each other. Ooh. So you have maybe one finger distance. And again, we're gonna do a glissando like this. Ooh. And again, I can feel my teeth slightly opening smoothly as I go higher to keep the pressure even. Once you got the technique, again, we're gonna use the melody of the song. Ooh. And we keep the slide. Ooh. And then we add the vowels. And then the consonants. Hand in my hand. Notice there that I'm very lucky to have an M right before the high note. So, and it's right in that part in which my voice will crack. So, humming, as I said, very good for the voice. You can use that humming sound to regulate the pressure right before you go to the high note. So that's a nice trick. Hands in my hand. Of course, this happens very quickly. But if you are wanting to get rid of some voice cracks, you need to develop it. You need to take time. And then it becomes easy and fast, don't worry. So that's what I wanted to show you today. I hope this video was helpful for you. And if it was, let me know in the comments how it was. If you like this video, please like it and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you next time.